All right, here we go. So the slope is m. The y-intercept is b. So if you look up here, guys, at an equation, I always say the slope is found right in front of what variable? X. I look for x. Could the mx be back here and the b be first? Sure, but you've got to know the difference. You can't call that your slope. That's wrong. That's the y-intercept, okay? So here's what I have, A, B, C. Would you please sketch the graph of A, B, C? Okay. I think the first one should be fairly easy. You know, the next two, I don't know what you remember. So go ahead, take about a minute or two and see if you can get A, B, C on paper. I hope I'm not surprising anybody with this stuff. I hope this is kind of old hat for you. Like, you could stand up here and teach it to the class right now. So what is m in that first one? 2. What is the b value? 1. Okay. So when I know when I know the slope and the y-intercept, I can graph it quick. Where do I start? The y-intercept, right? Everybody go to 1. Call that 1. And then the slope is 2, but what does 2 mean? Yeah, it's rise 2 and run 1. 1, 2, run 1. 1, 2, run 1. So it should be kind of steep, right? And then, of course, I can go down to left 1. Is that okay? All right. Nobody's saying anything. You're fine. Okay. All right. The next one. This one, it doesn't quite look like slope-intercept, but it could if I just did what? I don't see an x term, do you? So what should I put for the x term? Do you agree there's no x term? And then plus what? 2. Which would mean the slope is what here, guys? 0 over... Yeah, you can put any integer over 1, can't you? And then the y-intercept is what? It's a number, right? 2. Okay, so where do you start? Up 2. 1, 2. A slope of 0 looks like what? It's up 0, run what? 1. So run 1, run 1, run 1. You're not going to go up, so you're going to get what kind of line? Horizontal. Y equals any number is horizontal. So what would this be if I went like this? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I drew a line straight up, straight down. What would you call the equation to that? What is it? X equals 4. X equals a number, vertical. Y equals a number, horizontal. Right? Okay. Last one, and that would be this one. That is x plus y equals 2. What's the slope, everybody? Is it 1? Negative 1? How come negative 1? Yeah, you can't read the slope until it's in what form? Slope-intercept. You're going to have to solve for y, and when you solve for y, it says y equals, move this over, 2 minus x. See how I wrote it? What did I put first? The y-intercept. I'm trying to trick you, but I'm not tricking you. The slope is what? Negative 1 over 1. So you start at 2 and now you do what? Down 1, down 1, right 1, down 1, right 1. So you're going to go like this, I hope, right? Okay, and there it is. Okay, good?
Yeah.
Okay, this one had what kind of slope? The red one.
2.
Well, I know it's 2, but just what kind? Positive, negative. No, what's the slope? 0 slope. This is what kind of slope?
Undefined.
There's your undefined. That's the undefined. Because when you think about it, guys, if you start here and you go here, what's the, how far did I fall? 2 units. I fell 2. Over, how far did I run to the right? None. So if you get a 0 on the bottom, the slope of this line is what? Undefined slope. Okay, undefined slope or no slope. There's no slope to vertical lines. You have to run. You have to run that way or that way to have some kind of slope. Yeah.
What if you use the Riemann sphere?
The what?
The Riemann sphere.
The
Ryan,
Riemann.
stop being smart.
It's like a mathematical equation that makes dividing by 0 possible by saying that that 0 divided by 0 is the opposite of infinity.
The opposite of infinity.
It's like something
Ryan,
that
stop
deals
being
with,
smart.
with
Okay, you and I can discuss this at 2 o'clock.
Okay.
No, at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
You just gotta show up. Okay. Okay. Ready, guys?
Stop being smart.
There's something called the what? Slope formula. The slope formula is to help you find the slope when you're given a point and a point. Okay? So, do you guys remember the slope formula?
Oh, I should know this. Oh, it's x1 minus x.
Nobody remembers it? Yeah.
Is it x2 minus x1 over y?
Well, remember it's rise over run.
So it's y.
What controls this way? X's or y's? It's y's on top. So what are we going to say?
y2 minus y1.
Yes. If you ever get confused, it's always rise. The only thing that's going to control the rise or the fall are the y values. Over the what? Over the run. The run is left and right. That would be the x values. x2 minus x1. With that formula, you can find the slope of a line given 2 points. Here's your problem. Find the slope of the line passing through each pair of points. Do A and then do B. See what you get. What's the slope of the line passing through the 2 points? And there's your formula, by the way, right there. So, slope for A, just anybody say it? Negative 1 over 5. Okay, negative 1/5. Okay, quick, let's just see if that's right. Negative 1/5. I take my y's and subtract them. Well, you can go either direction. If I choose to go this way, though, negative 1, subtract 0, I have to go which way? Do I have to go the same direction, or can I go the opposite? You must go the same direction, this minus this. Okay, so 3 minus what?
Negative.
Yes. And you end up with what on top? Negative 1. This turns into a what? Which makes what? Slope is? Negative 1/5. Right? What was the slope of B? Undefined. Okay. Quick. Try it. Your y's are going to be, you want to go 1? 1 minus 4 over 3 minus 3, which is negative 3 over 0. Can you divide by 0? No, you can't. It's not defined, so we just say undefined slope, which actually means there is no slope. What kind of line is this? It is a vertical line. If you graph those points, you're going to get vertical. Okay, this is quick. Just please sketch me a line with slope that's positive, negative, 0, and undivided. So you could probably do this with your arms, right? So give me positive right now. Let's see positive. What's positive line gonna look like? Okay, you're pretty much all doing the same thing. Okay, from left to right, what's the line do? It goes up. Okay, negative from left to right goes down. Okay, zero slope. Horizontal. Undefined. We just talked about it, didn't we? Okay, it's vertical. Okay. Good. It helps. If somebody's telling you to graph something and you know the slope is negative, you know the line will go this way, right? It helps. Okay, then right at the end of your assignment today, we start talking about writing equations. How can I write equations? Well, there's something called the what form? Point slope. You used it quite a bit in Algebra 1, you used it in Algebra 2, and all you need to know is two things. You just need to know what? A point, and what else? Slope. Well, the point is always going to be x1, comma, y1. Slope is just going to be m. Once you know the point and the slope, you stick it into these letters. It's going to be y minus that number equals m, that number, times x minus x1. If somebody gives you a point and a slope, it is so easy to write the equation. Here it is. But the only problem with this is no good to you. You can't graph this. So what do we do with point slope form? We convert to what? Slope intercept form, right here. Now why would we do that? Because it's easy to do what in this form? It's really easy to graph, okay? That's why you like that form, okay? Here's your problem right there, guys. Would you please do this? Given 2 points, 5, negative 6, 8, negative 3, write an equation in slope-intercept form that will go through those 2 points using this stuff over here, okay? I've told you this, I think, right? I'm a very visual person. I like to read a problem. I like to draw pictures because the pictures tell me a lot about the problem. So they said, given this point and this point, write an equation of a line in slope-intercept form that will go through these 2 points. What do you need to know to write equations? A slope. You got to know the slope of that line. What else do you have to know? A point. Just one. Well, you have how many? 2. You don't need 2. You just need 1. Okay. But to get the slope off of this line, how can I do it? Could I do this? Because I graphed it? Could I go like this? Can I estimate it? I went from negative 6 up to negative 3. What's that? 3 up. I went from 5 to 8. What's that? 3 over. So it's rise 3 over what?
3.
Run 3. What's the slope? So if I drew it, I can count it. But if I didn't draw it, I just do what? I'd probably go negative 6 minus what? Negative 3. Sorry, that's negative. And then I'd go 5 minus 8. And I'd end up with negative 3 on the bottom. And this is plus. Negative 3 on the top. What's the slope? 1. So no matter what, it's 1. You can do it by the formula, you can count it. Okay, what else would I need to know? A point. Do I have a point? Sure, I got 2. So how do I use this right here? I go y minus, okay, what, you just pick 1 point. Don't pick 2 points. Which point do you want to pick? First one? Okay, we'll get rid of this. Okay, so if you do that, it's y minus what? Negative 6 equals the slope 1 times x minus what? 5, okay. And of course, this makes y plus 6 equals what? X minus 5. And then you solve, convert to what? Slope intercept. It's going to be y equals what? X minus 11. Hey, if your slope is 1, does this number negative, does this look like it could be negative 11?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have it on graph paper, so it doesn't look good, but it looks like it's down there a ways, right? Okay, that's the visual part of me that you are stuck with. I am very visual. I will draw pictures for you all year long, because that's who I am. Now, some people don't need these pictures, and you don't have to do that, but I like it, okay? Okay, I think that's it, isn't it? Here's the problem. In past years, I've turned students loose, and then they get lost in the end of the assignment. So I added a couple more slides. Here's the problem. I thought this was blank on the back. It's not. This is tomorrow's lesson. So if you could somehow take out a sheet of paper, I just need you to do one more problem. Just one more. Otherwise, you're going to get kind of stuck in the end of your assignment. Okay? Here we go. This is it. Start doing this. This will take us 5 minutes, and then I'm done. Then you can have 15 minutes to work on your assignment. This is like the quiz you'll get next week. You're going to start, there'll be a question. Graph that equation. Go. Anybody out there want to tell the class what you're doing? What are you doing right now? You're putting in slope intercept. You're solving for y. Everybody, right? Okay, I'll do that. You keep going. You keep going. Did I surprise you? Are you okay? That's fine? Okay, so let's graph it quick. Start where? Negative 3. 1, 2, 3, about here. Slope is up 1, right 2, something like that. There it goes. Okay. What about, could I go down 1, left 2? Same thing? Okay, everybody good? All right. This problem's not done. There's multiple parts. Ready? Do it again. Okay, this is the hard part. Now what? Graph point 3, negative 4. I was just kidding. It's not the hard part. This is the easy part. Graph that point. Here was what you already have, right? You have this. Okay. You're graphing what now? 3, negative 4 is about in here somewhere. Good? This is y equals 1/2 x, what? Minus 3. Okay. So that is not the hard part. That was the easy slide. Next slide is, this might be a little harder. You did this. You did this. Now do this. Write the equation of a line passing through the point 3, negative 4, and is parallel to the given line. Okay, so here's what you have. You have this. You have this, 3, negative 4, okay, and you know this is the equation. What do they want you to do? They want you to do this, right? Write the equation of a line passing through what point? 3, -4, and is what? Parallel. Parallel to the given line. Okay. So now they want this one. Do you have on the red line? Do you have a point? Do you know a point on your red line? Yeah, it's right here. Do you know the slope? How? They're parallel. So what's the slope? It's got to be the same, right? 1/2. To be parallel, that's the definition of parallel. Slopes must be the same. So you would put what in for m? 1/2 x minus what? 3 y minus what? -4, which makes what? Positive. You would run this through and get 1/2 x minus 1.5. Okay, can I just say 3/2? Because that is 1.5. Y equals 1/2 x, right? How do you get the 4 over? You subtract 4. And you know, this is 1.5, like you said. -1.5, -4 is -5.5. The back of your book will probably leave answers like this. Isn't that 5.5? Yeah. So I mean, the back of your book probably won't write 5.5. Okay. You agree with that answer? The red line has what equation? Right here. This is the equation that I was looking for. Okay, last but not least, there's one more, and that is, it's not parallel, it's what? Do it again. Except now it's perpendicular. So now you have this line, okay? You have this point, okay? And you have a perpendicular line, which means, what? Definition of perpendicular. What is it? Two lines that intersect and form what? 90 degrees. Write the equation of the blue line. Some of you might be stuck because you don't remember perpendicular lines have what slope? Opposite. One's positive, one's negative. And reciprocal, yes. If this is positive, this is negative. If this is 1/2, yours is what? Yours is what? 2/1. Yeah, 2. Okay, there you go, guys. You got a point, you got a slope, write the equation. And that is not the hard part. So I'll just do this quick. What is it? -2x plus what? Plus 2. Hey, does that look like maybe 2? Yeah, kind of, right? Okay, that's all I got. Go to work. Got a couple students I got to catch up with. You got 15 minutes. The assignment. assignment. Oh, no, it's not, sorry.
13.
13 through what?
113. 5n minus 2.
5 what?
N minus 2.
Okay. Question, what does that number have to be to start on 13? What does that number have to be? Well, it has to be a 3 to start there. Okay, so then the first number I do is 13, then the next number would have to be what? 18, the next number would have to be 23. What is that saying to you? 13, 18, 23. Every what? Every fifth. Every fifth problem is what you do. Right? Can you count by fives?
No.
Well, if you count by ones, you're going to do 100 problems. I hope you can count by fives. This is 100, but we're doing every fifth. So how many problems am I really doing here?
20.
Actually, I think there's 21, but yeah. Because yeah, it's 20. Okay, good enough? Like I said, I got to what page? It's 1.3, so it's chapter 1, section 3. Go find number 13, go.
It's page 30.
Okay, it's page 30. If that's the easier way to say it.
Page 30. I should have left that. I told you. 33. Oh, we kind of No, page 30 looks significantly easier. I think I'll do that one.
Okay. Right before you walk in, this lesson. This actually took 3 days to finish this lesson. Then there's 1-1, but I cannot find any notes. Can you stop me there for school? Anyway, are you upstairs or are you downstairs? Next question. Okay, hang on. Sophie, did you ever get notes for 1-1?
Yeah.
You did? When did you come in here?
The second day.
Oh, the second day. Oh, okay.
I mean, I told
Oh, there were no notes. They did a worksheet.
Yeah, it was a workshop.
Yeah, it was a worksheet. I got it. I'll give it to you. It's distance formula. It's a midpoint formula. Any memory on that? A little bit. Okay. Oh,
I was struggling to get these out of my notebook.
go to my desk. Look for period 6. There's a red folder. You'll see it. Okay. So they. That was like the second day. They just these problems. Okay. There's only 4. And then the third day of school they started. Actually, this is the first day of school. The second day of school. Here's the calendar. So when it says 4 and what it means is to get 4, you
I'm not going to draw it right now.
so it's everywhere. This is the lesson that I was talking about. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. This is what you just watched.
3 over 18.
And this is the house. Okay.
Oh.
Is this like a quick swap? You're over, you're supposed to be there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, and you're in the same class?
Oh, in the
Yeah, it's in
Enriched
Never mind, they missed the right ones.
So it's just an easy swap. Okay. How was this?